Welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to properly clean your GE washing machine. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. Here is the washing machine in question. This is my own personal set right here. It's a GE, and this video is going to be pretty much applicable to any sort of GE washing machine or Hotpoint washing machine sold in the last 7 or 8 years. The way to properly clean them is pretty much the same regardless of model number. And if you're curious about this particular model number, that's the one I have. And basically cleaning the machine isn't as simple as throwing in a fresh tablet or whatever washing machine tablet of your choice and hitting the start button. That's really not going to do much. It may leave a pleasant scent for a couple of loads of laundry, but it's not getting rid of the main culprit. And what is the main culprit, you may ask? Well, I'm going to get to that next. Alright, so what causes your machine to get dirty and have that funky smell? Well, it's the fabric softener. And on this particular machine, the fabric softener gets caught up inside the agitator, and over time it begins to mold up and grow mildew on it. And just to show you, I'm going to remove this cap right here, and you're going to see that all that black moldy stuff is all just excess fabric softener. And that's coming from a person who doesn't use that much fabric softener. I've pulled these off in multiple videos, and it is just absolutely dark in there, pitch black with molded up fabric softener. So when we're going to go ahead, I'm going to show you how to take off this agitator, and we're going to clean that out, and we're also going to clean up the base of the drum. That's where all that smell and potential dark spots on your clothes are coming from, not necessarily, dust around the rim of the drum or anything like that. So that's what we're going to be covering in this video. And it's really simple, and it can be done by anybody, and I recommend doing it at least once a year. So to remove the agitator, you're just going to pull up on the cap right there, which I already did in the previous demonstration. And then after that, we're going to need a really long socket extension. This thing has got to be a minimum of 12 inches long to go all the way down there, because deep down inside of there is a bolt that fits a 11 millimeter socket. So once you got that 12-inch socket extension right there, you can fit it over the bolt right there. You can see how much it sticks out right there. Then you can just get a ratchet and turn it counterclockwise to loosen up that bolt. I am not going to use a ratchet, because if I used a ratchet while I'm working on machines, I would probably have developed arthritis by now. So I'm going to use an impact driver to get that 12 millimeter bolt out of there. $11 millimeter, I should say. There it is. 11 millimeter bolt holding it on. Now we should be able to just wiggle it out. And here's our final product. As you can see, it's not too bad down there. And to actually clean this off, you can use a pressure washer just to wash in there real good. I'm just going to put my thumb in front of a garden hose and clean that up, and make sure you get the bottom of it as well. Look at that. All that right there is fabric softener, or excess fabric softener. You can see the mold and mildew forming right there. Nasty stuff. What I'll also do after I get the agitator cleaned out, I'll probably get a Scotch-Brite pad and clean out the tub. But that is way less important than cleaning up the agitator right here. So I'll be back once I get this thing cleaned. All right, so it looks a lot better now. I just went ahead and used a garden hose with the Scotch Brite pad right there. If you want to get all the nooks and crannies really clean, I do recommend using a pressure washer, but I was able to get it, I would say about 90% brand new, so I'll take that for now. And that's what the underside looks like as well. All right, so now that I've got the agitator nice and cleaned up from the inside and on the bottom with the garden hose and Scotch Brite pad, I should say, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the pad, which is already a little bit of wet, with water, and just going to scrub down the tub, particularly underneath or the area that's underneath the agitator. All right, so once I've kind of scrubbed around the tub and the bottom right there, we don't have to worry about cleaning any of that up because I do have a solution for that. But before we go to there, I do like to get just a paper towel and just pull the tub to this side. You can see a little bit of all that dust and dirt on around the perimeter. I can just get to most of, or wipe off most of that just by using a wet paper towel, or even a dry one gets most of it. All right, so once we've got the tub all scrubbed down and the perimeter ring kind of dusted off, that's optional. I mean, that dust is not really going to contribute too much to the smell issue, but you know, it could potentially get on your clothes. But anyways, once we get all that cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and put the agitator back in, and the bottom of the agitator is going to fit onto the spines of that transmission. So you should just be able to center it and push it on like so. Nice little clicking sound when it goes in, or a nice little thud, I should say. And then we can just put our 11mm bolt onto the socket and just gently lower it into it. And this part you don't want to go crazy because you don't want to cross thread the bolt onto the shaft, and just slowly tighten it down, going in the clockwise direction. There we go. No reason to go super crazy because that's a metal bolt on a plastic agitator, and the last thing you want to do is crack that agitator. And then we're going to go ahead and put the cap back on there. All right, then we're going to go ahead and get a washing machine tablet. I like to use this fresh tablet. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and provide the link to these. So it should just pop up around now in the video. So you can just click on that link and you can order your tablets from there. But basically, all you have to do is get one tablet, open it up, and just put it inside the tub. After you've got it in there, it's very important on this particular machine to choose a super large setting and go to a heavy load and change your water temperature to hot, because this machine doesn't really have any sort of cleaning function. So you want to make sure you're getting the maximum amount of water so we can wash away the tub, and that agitates it really well. That's why we chose heavy. And obviously hot water is better at cleaning than anything else. And then we're going to go ahead and choose a deep rinse as well. This will help get all of that, the tablet to dissolve a lot better as well. So then you just hit start and let it do its thing. Right, so the cycle with the fresh tablet has finished. Now, depending on how much of that fabric softener buildup you had, you'll notice that at the end of the cycle, you'll have some debris around some debris, I should say, around the perimeter of the tub or inside the tub. And that's just the tablet doing its job. It comes off easily with a paper towel, or sometimes I also like to use a mini vacuum right there to pick that up. But after you do that, you'll have essentially a brand new sparkling machine that no longer smells bad. So if you found this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up sign.